Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I'm back again. Thank you so much for tapping in. I just had some technical difficulties with the technology. That's why I've been away for a few days. I sincerely apologize to all my loyal subscribers and even the ones that didn't subscribe yet. If you're just watching, I apologize for that. I never want to leave my audience without some material. I had to tighten up on some technical things with my devices and stuff like that. So we back. We back. I'm happy. I know you happy, and I hope that the days that I missed with y'all were some days that were fruitful for you. Some days that was brought some success in your life, some happiness in your life, and I wish you many, many more. As I always say, please hit the like button if you're tapping in now, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. As promised, I said I was going to do, a series, speaking on my journey, going to prison and then, being in prison and then leading up to my release and where I'm at right now. I'm almost at my year mark. So, I'm not going to start there. I'm going to kind of rewind the tape a little bit back, long time back, actually. And we're going to have some fun. It's going to be some touching moments that I'm going to be speaking on. But nonetheless, it's a journey that's dear to me. It's a journey that helped to shape me into the man that I am today. Got a ways to go. I'm still a work in progress. But I'm happy. I'm happy with where I'm at, but I'm not satisfied. Let's make that clear. I'm happy, but I'm not satisfied. And that's what I'm working towards. So, for those of you that, a lot of you know, but for those of you that don't know, I did 18 years in the federal system. Well, some of it were in the county jail, state jail, whatever you want to call it, and then I was transferred over to the federal prison system. So let's go ahead and discuss, how all of this started. Before I was given my 20-year sentence, which I did more than what I was supposed to do. We get into the reason why that happened. But I want to kind of touch a little bit on the case before this case now, to kind of get you to understand the mindset that I was in, man, which was completely out of sync with reality. I just gotta admit, this is a show tell all moment. This is a day of confession, if you will, right? So, we family, so I'm gonna speak my truth, and I will hope that the truth that I speak will be some encouragement for yourself. Hopefully you ain't involved in what you ain't supposed to be involved in, but if you are, hopefully these words that I'm going to share will be some words to kind of get you to tighten up just a little bit and get out the way before they get you out the way. Let me stop though. But anyway, yeah, so the case before this case, I was I had caught a possession with intent to distribute case, intent to distribute heroin. It was robbery, and I believe yeah, those are the two charges. So anyway, I was in Pennsylvania, and one of my partners, he was going to we had just got a house. We got a female to put it in her name, and that was kind of the thing to do. Bless these females. They just always got good credit, man. We find a way to be in the way, but they always got good credit, man. But guess what? We kind of use their credits for the wrong damn reasons sometimes. But this time, I think we was using it for the right reasons. We had her to put a house in her name, so my man was going to get the keys, get her to sign the paperwork and all that, and get the keys and all that. So I had my clothes in storage. All my clothes and things were in storage, because at the time, I was just you know, I didn't have no female in my life. I mean, I had females in my life, but I didn't have a main female that I could say this is my girl. I just was kind of like doing my thing. You know what that means. So I kept all my clothes in storage. I didn't want to keep my things in any one particular place, and then I end up getting kicked out, and my clothes end up getting burnt up. Ladies, you know how you are sometimes. Not all of you, but y'all get kind of crazy. So gotta protect my belongings. So I had all my stuff in storage, and I told him, I said, look, man, go ahead, do what you gotta do. Hit me when you're on your way back so I can shoot to the storage, get my stuff together, and we can shoot out and get the crib together. So as I'm waiting for him to call me, I was kind of riding around in the town, and I had a police scanner that I had just purchased from Radio Shack, so I had it on and I could kind of hear, checking the police out. This is what you do when you're in the game. You got to kind of try your best to be ahead of the game. So I turned it off. I said, you know what? I ain't doing nothing right now, so let me go ahead and just turn it off. There's no need to have it on right now. So I ran into one of my other friends that I actually grew up with in New York. I won't say no names because there's no need for that on this platform. Got to protect people, so I won't say no names. But I gave him a ride to a certain location in Pennsylvania where I was at. Told him, I said, look, man, I'm gonna drop you off here because I gotta stay close by because my man gonna call me. Then I gotta go to the storage and get busy. You know what I mean? He was like, all right, bet. So as we pulled in to the little lot, the parking space was a little plaza. It was a vehicle next to us. It was a Hummer. The dude was trying to get our attention. So I said, you know what I do? He's like, no, I don't know him. So I rolled the window down. I said, see what he talking about. So anyway, the guy, he was looking to try to purchase some weed. He's like, hey, y'all know where to get some. I was like, nah, I don't know where to get none. Roll the window back up. So my man like, damn, yo, you seen all that jewelry he had on? I said, yeah. He said, man, I'm about to get that. I said, no. I said, man, chill. Don't do that while you in my vehicle. Because then, I don't want to get implicated in none of that. I'm not on that right now. Now, my man, he's a loose cannon. The one that was in the vehicle with me. He's a loose cannon. He don't care about night or day. So he's going to book you. Book you means robbing you. He's going to book you. Broad daylight. It could be right outside the precinct. It could be 1 million people outside. No mask, no nothing. That's the mentality he has. So I'm, trying to talk him down. Like, nah, leave that alone, bro. You good. You don't need that. Leave him alone, man. Leave him. He's like, all right, bet. He got out. I continue to, ride around. And I hit my other man. You know what I mean? Grew up in New York together, but he out there too, doing his thing. So I'm like, what's up, bro? Where you at? He like, man, I'm at gas station getting gas. I'm like, oh, I'm in the area. I'm about to shoot up there. I'm trying to kill time, so I'm shoot up there. Mind you, I got the scanner off because I'm not doing that. No need to have the scanner on. Drive up there. He just got finished pumping the gas. He about to go inside and pay for it. I pull up, jump out my truck, and one police car. Hey, freeze right there. Both of you guys freeze right there. I'm like, me? Be like, yeah, both of you guys just freeze right there. All right, bet. He come, he said, look, man, I'm just gonna pat you guys down for weapons. Now I did have some drugs on me. A lot. I'm gonna be honest, a lot was packaged up, some heroin and some crack. I had it packaged up. I'm talking about a lot. I don't know what I was thinking about, but when you're in that world, a lot of times you don't think things all the way through. You might think you're thinking, but you're really not thinking all the way through. That'd be the problem. That's what get us caught up a lot. But anyway, so patted me down. He felt, because it's called a Terry frisk. Terry frisk is when they just pat you down for investigative stop, just to see if you got weapons. They can pat your pocket. They're not supposed to go in your pocket if what they patting down doesn't feel or resemble a weapon. So he patted me down. I had a lot of change in my pocket, a lot of money. with the drugs too, and he was like, okay, look, you guys, I'm not gonna cuff you. There was a robbery that just took place, and he's telling me your vehicle fit the description as one of the persons that was involved. So me? He said, yeah. He said, look, I'm gonna bring they're gonna bring the victim up here. If he said you guys didn't have nothing to do with it, you guys are free to go. I don't even care to see your license. You guys are free to go. So I'm like, I bet, cool. It didn't dawn on me yet, folks, what took place. So my man, like, what's going on? I'm like, man, I don't know. And then about maybe 5 seconds later, I'm like, hold on. I know this dude ain't gonna do this what I think he went and did. But nonetheless, I know I'm completely innocent, as well as my man that was at the gas station. Because mind you, if y'all found the story, he wasn't nowhere in that area. So he definitely don't got nothing to worry about. I know I don't, but he definitely don't got nothing to worry about because he wasn't nowhere in the area. So I'm telling my man, look, I'm gonna holler at you in a minute. Let's let the dude come up here. We good. And then, so he like, I bet. A few seconds later, the guy pulls up. He's in the back of the police car, and we can hear him because the window's cracked. He's like, yeah, there they go. There they go right there. I know I'm not hearing what I think I'm hearing. I really thought that I was in a dream, and look, no cap, I started pinching myself because I really thought I was dreaming. I was like, hold on, I gotta be dreaming right here. There's no way this man is coming up here saying, there they go right there. So the police is like, are you sure which one is it? He's like, both of them. Mind you, once again, my man that was up there at the gas station, he definitely wasn't in the area, but here's this man pointing both of us out. Yeah, it was both of y'all. Y'all the ones that did, he going crazy. I mean, talking tough, front the police, talking tough and all that. That's another story. But anyway, the police like, okay, you guys are going to be placed under arrest. I'm like, for what? He said, for robbery. This guy's claiming that y'all robbed him. I said, what? I'm not about to go back and forth with the police. I'm like, all right, come on, let's go. Mind you, you know what's coming next. If you're paying attention, I got the drugs on me. So there was a cop out there that warned me for a long time, since the 90s. This man warned me. He warned me you could never catch me. And he always, every time he see me, he be in a lot of unmarked cars, and he'll roll his window down. I almost got you. I'm telling you, I'm right there. I'm gonna nail your behind to the, you know what? And I just smile at him like, I ain't doing nothing, baby. I ain't doing nothing. But he wanted me, and at that moment he said, bring him over here to me. Proceeded to pat me down. Said, what you got in your pockets? I said, I just got some change. Lying. Lying. He said, what else? I said, that's it. That's all I got. Some change. He went in my pocket, pulled out a sandwich bag with all the packaged up heroin. He's like, whoa, you got heroin. Went in my other pocket, had the change, and he pulled out another Ziploc bag. Oh, and you got crack. Oh, you are done. Woo! And he whispered in my ears, told you I'll get you. Cuffed me up, put me in the back of the police car. My man is going crazy. The one that was at the gate, he's going bananas because he's like, man, y'all, because he's innocent. I'm innocent too as well. So they put him in the back of the car with me, and he looking at me like, damn, what's going on? I'm like, look, just relax. When we get to the spot, the jail, whatever, we're gonna chop it up. For now, just zip it up. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they got the cars recorded and all that. Just zip, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I want y'all to stay tuned for part 2. I mean, this is gonna be so much. And it's good for me to let this out. I'm telling you, because I've been through so much, and this is soothing for my soul to help me to get past the things that I went through. Is a lot of it is going to be extremely deep, and I hope that you will continue to watch the series with me. This is part 1 right here. Please hit the like button, hit the appreciation, share also with your friends, your family, whatnot. And if you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Please. Now go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost you nothing, it helps in the platform. And I'm gonna leave you as I always do, for you to always remember that your potential for greatness is unlimited.